Hi there again, this is Joe. Okay, now that you've seen the disclosure form, and now we can really get down to business and start talking about your properties. All right, so on this form, all you're going to do is tell us how many properties you want us to manage. All right, so up here in the very first box, if you just got one, you'll put in one, and then you'll tell us whether it's a single family home. If you say yes, you're ready to move to the next form. That easy. If you say no, then you just tell us how, if it's like a duplex, it would be 2 units, maybe it's a triplex, so it's 3 units, or maybe it's a fourplex and it's 4 units. That's all there is to it. All right, so now if you happen to have multiple properties that you want us to manage, let's talk about that. I'm just going to say that maybe you have 3 properties. All right, so then the next question is how many total rents will be managed? Well, if it's 3 single family properties, super easy. 3 times 1 is 3. Well, maybe you've got 2 single families and a duplex. So that would be 2 units for the duplex and then 2 single families. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so in fact, I'm going to use that example now as we move through the rest of this process. So I'm going to assume that you have 3 properties you want us to manage. One of them is a duplex, and the other 2 are single-family homes. So a total of 4 units. And that is that. Then the next question that you'll get asked are if all these properties are owned by the same person, being you, or business entity like an LLC or an S corp or something of that nature. Okay, I understand that if you have several properties, you may have multiple entities that you own them under, and that is awesome. However, we do need to have a property management agreement for each entity. So if that is the situation, you'll have to do this process for each entity. So pick the first entity you want to do, go back up here, adjust the number of units. Maybe it's just 1 unit per entity. So you put in 1, tell me the units if it's a single family again, until you can say that all the units that you're talking about are owned by the same entity. And then when you're done, and as you'll see, this is a super simple process. It'll take you maybe 10-15 minutes. Then you can come back and do it again for the next entity, so you have a contract for each and every one of your properties. That's just how as a licensed real estate brokerage and agent, we're required to do things. We have to have a property management agreement for each particular ownership. Okay, so when you're able to say yes, and then you'll say on to the next phase, which we'll talk about your current management situation. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.